Hello, my treasures. It's time to rise to new heights with Li'Na Druid. For this, we have actually two deck lists. However, we're going to mainly focus on the Treant variant, just because I found that version a lot more fun than the Dragon version. However, there will be 2 games of the Treant version and 1 of the Dragon one. So for the Treant version, basically the idea is we're going to swarm the board until mid-game, where we're going to be ramping up using things like new heights. And then late into the game, we're going to use a combination of Li'Na and Drum Circle in order to give ourselves an entire board of 7 cost minions that will have Taunt, making it very difficult for a lot of our opponents to be able to deal with such a board. And generally, the game plan for the other deck is basically the same. However, it is a little bit higher cost on the curve, and we're using the Dragon package instead. Now, for the lane guide, basically, you're going to be looking for any card that can generate you Treants or any early game minions such as Living Roots. Then you're going to be looking for things like Overgrown Beanstalk if you see any of your early game Treant support. And finally, the last 2 things to look out for are any ramp cards or AoE removal tools in the form of Malfurion Skip. Now, with all being said, let's get some game. Okay, time for a game against Rogue. Let's see what they have in store for us. Oh, this opener does not. I won't lie. I'm gonna get rid of everything besides the 3-drop here. Actually, Tide Pool might be something that we could keep too. But I think this is let's just let's just keep this one card. I will say this, while Stone Brew can come up, he does feel a little bit clunky in this list, especially if you end up drawing into, well, actually I will say compared to the other variant of the list, he feels a little less clunky in this one, but in both variants, if you draw into him like before you draw into Li'Na and then you end up drawing into Li'Na, it feels a little bit bad. Except with the other list, you can use like Fizzle as a way to protect your combo just for late game. All right, do we want to swarm the board or do we want to use new heights? I kind of want to swarm the board a little bit, just because Rogue should be a class that shouldn't be able to deal with it. Hey, we surprised our opponent. That's all we hope to do when we're playing wacky decks like this. Oh, okay. So this is definitely going to be a slower matchup. We're going to have to get taunts online quickly, though. Okay, let's do new heights this turn and just go face. The idea here was like we could swarm the board a little bit more, but you never know. I think this version does probably run like Fan of Knives into Tarslick, which is annoying, but I mean it works, right? You gotta run whatever AoE you can. Though honestly, I prefer Mixologist in Rogue, just because Mixologist seems to be a little bit more flexible, you know? Okay, stick up. Please don't stick up with a heat wave. That's almost as bad as a heat wave. Oh, okay, maybe not. Okay, kinda still. Oh. Alright, let's draw a bunch of cards. I know we could have put down the Blood Treant. That's actually almost a card that I almost cut out of the list. The reason why I'm like, it's a card that we almost cut out is there's a lot of cases where we just end up doing too much damage to ourselves before we can actually easily use it. We can get rid of one of these minions like this and then hit into the other one and go face. Hopefully they don't have any type of board clear. Okay, Sneaky Snakes. Oh, why? What's with me and being able to call like any type of AoE my opponent might actually have access to? I swear I am so good at predicting AoE. Oh, that was a misclick. Oh, we meant to buff. We would have been. Oh, please don't make me lose the game because of the misclick. Oh, that could be bad. That could be really bad. Oh. Of course they have the second one of that combo. Of course. The one rogue that can actually deal with it. Of course, that's what we're facing. All right, I guess we grab a drum circle here. And this time we got to make sure we're not dumb. Oh, I really thought we had... I guess it doesn't matter. We grab new heights here. Anything good? Ooh. Rolling Stone gets rid of one minion. It doesn't actually do what we need it to do, but... Okay, we're at 10. We need 13 for this combo. We're going to ramp up a little bit more because we can afford to do it. Oh shit, we should have... That's not how we should have done that. We should have used Summer Child. That would have drawn us into the second drum circle. And then it would have been 6 and 6 and we would have had the... Oh wait, we have the combo next turn no matter what. We just gotta make sure we click on the right ability this time. And I guess survive enough, right? Okay. Yeah, that's safest bet they could have done there. Oh, there's the second drum circle. Alright, we'll do it in this order. Drum circle! It's time for some good vibrations. You know, that was actually not a bad generation there. I don't think we have any undeads in rotation. Oh, how? There's 7 minions on board. How do you snipe the Li'Na? I mean, you probably were going to destroy it anyways, but how? Okay, yeah. Get rid of that next. And I'm pretty sure we just... A drum roll, please. I think this rogue is out of this game. I don't think it matters how much you're going to buff with that weapon. We just... Oh, you know what's funny? We could slam down Summer Child Drum Circle into Cultivation. I mean, that's BM, but, you know. Okay, time for a game against Druid. Let's see which is the better Druid. Whatever we're playing versus whatever they're playing. Alright, let's get rid of those two. Cactus Construct probably isn't going to make it into the final version of the list, but for now, we're going to use it. It's nice for a turn 1 play. But I feel like there's another card that I could easily cut for it, and right now I can't think of what it is. I think Malfurion's Gift. I don't think we're... No, we're running Malfurion's Gift at this point. Alright, I'm just going to go face. If they want to get rid of our minions, they can. I'm not too worried about it. I also don't know what type of Druid deck they're actually playing right now. Ah, swipe. I mean, that doesn't tell me what they're playing. But, you know, it might matter. Alright, let's get to the 2 minions, get rid of their minion. Okay, shapeshift. Okay. I'm just going to do it like this. Oh, actually, next turn we have, like, perfect curve into Summer Child. We don't have an easy way to get rid of that minion, do we? Oh, we do, but we have to hero power here. That feels awful, but we're going to do it. We're seeing the exact reason why I don't like a Blood Treant in the list. Like, it's a good card, don't get me wrong, for the list. Because it just lets you spam out a bunch of minions really, really quickly. But boy, does it feel bad sometimes. Not the best board we can establish with this combo, but it's close enough. And I don't think Druid... I mean... Please don't have a swipe. Please don't have a swipe. Okay, bunch of armor. I can deal with a bunch of armor. Honestly, we really should have probably not put down the Blood Treant. Actually, no, we had to for the... Yeah, sadly, we had to. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. We're gonna cultivate this win. And then we could draw a bunch of cards, but yeah, this is just GG. It would have actually been funnier if we had attacked with the Gyroborn first. But oh well. We'll see how this one goes. To be fair, we've played, what, 3 games with this version of the list? And we've won 2 out of the 3. And both of them have been actually really good replays. Y'all thinking what I'm thinking? Do we pivot to this list compared to the Treant list? Okay, let's get some dragons in hand. I can't actually fault them for that play. Like, not really the play that I would have went for, but I understand where that play came from. Like, that wasn't as bad as we're probably dead here, aren't we? Maybe not, actually. Wait, math. 4 HP. Big minion, please. That is a big boy. Minimize the risk of this not doing damage to where I need it to do. Actually, probably some of the best hits that it could have been. Then we just slam big boy down. I still have... There was another dragon idea that I had, which was just fake control, where we just get as many copies of this as humanly possible. But I keep... Like, it's not interesting enough of idea to, like, showcase, I guess. It's the main hurdle. At least not by itself, right? Like, this deck actually has some, like, interesting plays. And honestly, it would probably be better to use Amongst the Stars as, like, the big spell that we're using here instead of Drum Circle. But Drum Circle is just, a lot of the time, if you slam down Drum Circle early enough, you just are golden. I don't know. We'll see. I will probably go for a little bit longer tonight just because I don't know if I'm doing something on Thursday or not. And by a little bit longer, I mean to 8, which is like a half hour longer than normal. Okay. So, mana-wise, we want this. You also could have slammed down both of the Chia Drakes, too. Seen that card, though, man. I actually hope this hits face. Come on. 4 damage to face. Nope. Okay. Red that. So I don't have to deal with it. Okay, Li'Na top deck would be really, really funny. Oh, Alright, gamers. Do we risk it for the biscuit, or do we just say screw it and taunt up and then go face? I really, really, really want to risk it, but I have a sneaking suspicion if I risk it. Let's go. Let's risk it. Just need a little bit of damage. You know what? That works. That works indeed. That actually wasn't the worst thing that could have happened. We were alive. I should have not done that play. That was a huge We actually probably should have just slammed down Rexar. But to be fair, we win. Yeah, we're Christmas tree hunter. I really want to do a secret hunter list. Like, I really, really do want to do a secret hunter list. Given the fact that we saw the new Zephyrs have access to Ice Trap, we will probably do... Secret Hunter is on the list of things to do. And it destroyed themselves. I wish they did too. I think we should bring secrets back for some class. I don't know what class, but we should bring secrets back. All right, now that we're through the game, so let's discuss my final thoughts of the deck. So with this deck, I played 16 games with this version and had a 50-50% win rate. And with the other variant, I ended up with a 40% win rate across about 10 games, which is why I ended up sticking with the Treant variant instead. Overall, though, I was actually quite impressed with both of these lists. It turns out the combination between Drum Circle and Li'Na are actually a lot more consistent than they used to be, just because you're not relying on getting additional copies of Innervate through things like Bottomless Toy Chest, and making this deck actually pretty decent. We also do have a lot of like swarming capabilities, and it is very difficult for a lot of decks to be able to deal with it. However, I will say this, the Treant version does suffer a little bit with the fact that you don't have as much AoE removal, which you kind of do need in the current metagame, which is why I tried to make the other version work, but I think I just didn't have the perfect list for it. Either way, I'll leave both lists down below. We're just going to mainly focus on this. Like always, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye-bye.